is unique about this game plan when you have a quarterback who can, if you're too aggressive off the end, tuck it and run around you?
It's tough. You gotta have eyes on them. Like I said, you don't want to rush him too safe and not get any pressure, and then he tear you up from the pocket. But you also don't want to be too reckless, and he tear you up with his feet. So it's gonna be a group effort along all our guys, the D line, the linebackers, to keep eyes on them and to keep them contained. But for the most part, we still got to go out there and throw our moves and win. So.
What was your first impression of Jaden Daniels? Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure when you watched tape, it was probably the first time you've seen him extended.
Fast is the first thing I thought, and secondly, he looks confident. The way he plays, he exudes some confidence. Even after a couple bad throws I've seen him make on film, it kind of like he brushed it off like it never happened. So that type of confidence is what you look in the quarterback, and I think he has it at an early stage.
I would imagine your focus has to be to take that confidence away, right?
Yeah. We got to rattle him as much as possible, have bodies around him, be in his face, make it uncomfortable. Just at the same time, you got to keep eyes on him and try to keep him in the well, because he did have almost 90 yards of scramble yards, and that is demoralizing for a defense, especially if the back end's doing their job. It's demoralizing.
You said something a minute ago about having a rush plan in Carolina and not getting to it much. I assume that meant because of the scores, right?
A lot of things, but yeah.
So my question was going to be, how much of your rush plan did you not get to on Sunday because you guys were behind?
No, we got to our rush plan in a couple instances. I just would say that they held true to their chip looks.
Okay.
They always had a guy coming out the backfield, and they always had like a tight end or somebody in the area, because they have to keep 4 hands on decks. So to try to neutralize the edge and neutralize decks, they kept more people in protection than most.
You've talked all summer about how impressed you were with Dex in practice, what you knew of him after Sunday and watching him in action. How did that even more so become a factor for you, seeing how good he was?
I kind of always knew it. Like, practicing with him, I can see it. One-on-ones, I can see it. Like, he damn near 100% on one-on-ones. Like, I don't know. Dex is he's a unique player. Never seen it before.
What do you think of his Zach dance?
Oh yeah, you know how to get in on it. Yeah, there's a clip of me doing it with him.
I know.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's tough. I did it in Carolina, actually.
You did his?
Yeah. I got a sack against Detroit. I think my second sack against Detroit, I hit his dance.
For him, or just
sign of
like
respect?
sign of respect?
Nah, we was goofing around in practice one time, and I think I think the Giants media team had released some video of like all his teammates trying to do it. So me and Shaq was just doing it because it was funny. And we trained with Dex like 2 years prior to that. And so I had a relationship with him. But I don't know, we just did it one time in the game just because it was funny.
So do you expect him to kind of return the favor if you get one?
Oh, he already said he's going to do it. I just told him make sure he stretch. We don't need him hurting himself doing my celebration. He got to stretch for that, for sure.
You had, a couple snaps you were kind of like an off-ball linebacker. How much have you done that in the past?
I did it a little bit in Carolina. I did it quite a bit in Carolina. This one was a little different because I was actually reading a lot of blocks and pullers and whatnot. I was actually inside linebacker for a bit. But I feel like there's still plays to be made even in that position that I can make. So I feel like the more I fine-tune that, the more I detail that up, the more plays I can make in that area. I feel like there's definitely plays to be made, though.
I was going to follow that up by saying, does that make the most of your athleticism in that role, though?
It does.
Oh, it does?
I think it does. It's definitely ideal for me to go forward.
Right.
To go forward and then go after the quarterback, of course. But I made a couple plays in that position that game, but I also missed a couple that I feel like could have been game changing. So, like I just said, for me to just detail that up and make the most out of those opportunities is what I'm focused on.
When you play a guy like Daniels, spying seems to be out of vogue these days. Is he a guy who could bring that back?
I feel like we put the responsibility on the D-line first, and if it's needed, if it's getting a little out of hand, then yeah, probably somebody could watch him. but I think it'll be on the D-line first for sure.
Does he remind you of anybody who played previously?
Maybe like a Kyler Murray. I see him more in that range of like he outruns a lot of guys side to side. I wouldn't really necessarily say Lamar, maybe from a more of a stature standpoint, Lamar, but as far as how he runs is more of Kyler. It's like side to side, outrun you, outrun outside, out the back of the pocket, wide through the B gap. Oh, my bad, brother. Lamar is more of a one cut downhill. He's more calculated with his runs, but he's also older. So, but yeah, I would probably say Kyler.
Right now, what does he do best that you've seen on tape?
It's just been one game. Like I said, I feel like they play to his strengths. A lot of RPO, read option, get the ball out quick, screens, QB, designated QB runs. So they play to his strengths, but yeah, using his athleticism is definitely something that they're capitalizing off of.